Hello, it is 6:24. It is January 22nd. I signed up for this social club in a city that's kind of nearish to me. It took me 35 minutes to get here today. Usually it's a little bit less than that. And I know my signal's not usually good in this city, but it's something I had to try because I needed some socializing. And the thing was we're gonna send you to a restaurant. You're gonna meet 6 or 5 people, so it's like a table of 6. And sorry, phone. And you guys are gonna get to meet and get to know each other. And then at 8 o'clock, which is weird because you're only dining for an hour and a half. At 8 o'clock, you guys can go to a second location. We'll send you a location of a bar, and everybody who signed up for this service, we're all gonna meet there if you choose to. And yeah, so I am early, aka I am late, but I'm gonna go in right now. I brought my new Rode mic with me, and we're gonna see how it goes. Hope I don't get murdered. I won't. Hi, I didn't die, obviously. It's 8:10 now. So we went inside, and it was supposed to be 6 people at our table, and there ended up being 10 people because the the thing that they used to make this event accidentally booked 2 tables at the same place, and our table only had 4 people instead of 6. And it was cool because we had the smaller table, which meant there was less people trying to talk over each other. And I think I talk too much. I feel really self-conscious about stuff like that. But you know, it was enjoyable. It was interesting meeting new people. I'm still very sad about the guy because we had met at a brewery. While I was driving the 7 minutes here to our second location, which is a brewery. I kind of made note how everyone's there weren't any white guys. That's bad to say, but and also that it just made me sad all of a sudden to remember that I met him at a brewery and his friend was white. But let's go in. I'm probably not. Maybe I'll get a seltzer or a beer, but I'm feeling kind of queasy again. I just feel queasy for no reason all the time. I probably want to go to the bathroom again and then maybe leave. But I want to talk to the organizer, so she showed up. She showed up at 7 and came to talk to us, and she was like, I'm really sorry about what happened, how you guys got this restaurant, which is a chain American restaurant, instead of a nicer, a different restaurant. There was another restaurant, they got a fancier white American restaurant, and then there was one that they got a Mexican place. And she was also sorry how there were 2 tables, and the organizer wasn't really specific on because they wouldn't seat us because they were we don't know how to seat you, and we weren't supposed to be with an earshot of or sight shot of the other table, but we were, and so it was a whole thing. So I want to talk to the organizer, and she told me to write a strongly worded email to the company that she's working with, to the people who set up the technology. So I mean, there's gonna be 24-ish people total, so we'll see. Okay, it is 11:40. Did you know that it's illegal to record someone in California without their consent? Because I did know that, so I didn't record anything. It was interesting. So in total, I think 20 people showed up to the second location bar, and I think at one point, I think it was around 9, almost 10. When everyone was let's take a picture, and I don't do pictures, so they took a picture and everyone left, except for this one table. And then I was I'm gonna join them, and then half of them left, and then I just left right now. It's definitely helping me be less sad about, because I am doing something that's not related to him, something I didn't do when I was with him, something I never told him about. I think doing that is helping me feel better about not having him in my life. But at the same time, it just sucks not having him in my life at the end of the day. So, yeah. Okay, 20 minutes to get home, so I'll get home at midnight. Great. It is so spooky how foggy it's been. 2-3 days. Okay, I'm going to be driving straight. So I will be recording. I will be looking at the road and not at myself in my camera. so I need to delete some stuff from my phone because there's only 1 hour of space left. Okay, tonight really helped me see how much I missed being able to nerd out with people. And like, when I say I'm a nerd, I'm kind of a nerd. I talked about books, reading books, Hunger Games. This one guy has read all of the Bridgerton series and, you know, the season that's coming out with Benedict's season at the end of this month. And talking about Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Rings. I just watched the 25th anniversary extended edition in theaters this past weekend. So amazing. He was talking about how he plays Samwise Gamgee and Balrog in a Fellowship stage show. And then talked about Harry Potter a little bit with people. Talk about reading in general, how like the reason I read is because it takes me to a different place and I can be a different character from who I am. Like how The Map That Leads to You, is that the one with AJ Kappa? How this girl, she's traveling with her friends for summer vacation across Europe, and she meets a guy and they fall in love and they travel around together and they're so in love, and then he disappears because he has cancer. Oh, spoiler alert. But like, that could never happen to me, but I got to live that. I got to experience that, and that is the beauty of reading. And like, you know, I talked about Shadow and Bone a little bit. I talked about Harry Potter. I talked about Sunrise on the Reaping, like, and then we talked about video games. I mentioned, somebody pointed at someone and said, "You're beautiful," and they replied back, "No, you're beautiful." And I was like, that was a Keanu Reeves reference, and they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, you know, Cyberpunk 2077, when they announced it on stage, Keanu Reeves, somebody yelled at him from the audience that he's beautiful. I think he said a different word, not beautiful, but like, that was the thing I remembered in the moment. And then the person next to me was like, "Oh my gosh, I love 2077, and like, it was so good, it was emotional." I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you cry?" Blah blah blah. And like, I don't remember if I finished 2077, because like, I only watch people play games. I don't like play games myself, except for Animal Crossing and Pokemon. And like, I have so many things in my brain, and it's meeting up with people who also like these kind of things and just being able to talk about it and like have them listening. It's so nice. And like, obviously, like, when I have a boyfriend, he will listen to me when I speak, but unless he has the same preferences and likes on these kind of topics, like, it's never the same. And like, okay, I dated that one guy who like taught me D&D, and he was great. Like, we were able to nerd out on a lot of things together, but like, at the end of the day, we dated for a year. He broke up with me every 3 months, and he kept like, he was kind of toxic towards me. And like, I wasn't not toxic back, but it was a very toxic relationship at the end of the day. But like, the only sad thing about losing that person was now I have no one to nerd out with. So like, I tend to date people who are pretty nerdy. And like, I think that was my favorite part, just being able to nerd out about different topics. And like, and I am so annoying whenever someone's like, "What's your favorite?" And I'm like, I don't pick favorites. Like, give me a category, give me a vibe, give me a specific. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna drive really slow and have my high beams on. This is so scary. I'm going to like appear and it's gonna be God. But anyway, like, oh, the fog disappeared. I drove through it. It was back there. Oh, you can't even see me. The fog was back there. Anyway, like, it was so cool having that. Like, getting to talk about that kind of stuff with people, you know? And what even was I talking about? I miss not having community. Oh my gosh, this is so terrifying. Oh, more fog. You know, in horror movies, like, that's where there's like a creepy person standing there. That is so scary. I don't watch horror movies because this kind of stuff is real life. Just keep driving slow. I'm only driving 38. Oh, see, I literally okay, the fog ended. literally, oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to keep the camera on just because it's helping my sanity. My sanity is like so high right now. It's not cool. Okay, there's no fog right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop flipping. The phone fell because it's just in my steering wheel. I'm going to stop flipping the camera around because it is distracted driving, but I will be screeching when I get into the fog. Oh my gosh. Okay, can I just say, okay, I'm going to add vlogs. I'm going to add my hair thing here. Also, I am just so ecstatic with the orange Rode mic that I got. It's so beautiful. It's perfect and it works, and I can walk away and like I can tuck it into my shirt and just like chat. Like I can yap and it's amazing. Today's Thursday. Well, it'll be Friday by the time I get home, but let's just say it's Thursday night right now. I won't be going to Disney until Monday, and I will be also going the Friday after, so I'll be going twice next week, Monday and Friday. I think I did Monday and Saturday, I don't remember. I really should be doing Saturday reservations because the other passes don't get Saturdays. Today is the 22nd. A little recap on how this month has been going. It's been 20 days since I last saw him. And in case you're wondering who he is, I posted a 1-hour vertical video talking about a guy. Him. And every single day, I'm just praying that he'll change his mind. I'm in the delusional phase of mind right now. And at the same time, so he gifted me a Bible for Christmas. And I had really thought that had meant that I am choosing you. I will be with you on this journey in your conversion. I am choosing you. Like, literally, I thought that meant he chose me. But clearly it didn't. And I started reading it in that 1 week after he said we had to break up and between the last time we saw each other. And I put it away because I was too sad because I was reading it for him, because of him, right? And obviously that is the wrong reason to try to, talk to God and stuff like that. I did pick it up like about a week after, so I was crying I stayed in bed and didn't eat for an entire week. And then I just felt drawn to it and I kept going. And I am approaching this as a novel, a story. It's a narrative. It is a narrative. It's a timeline of when the earth was created I just passed King David, and he had his son Solomon, and I think Solomon is the next one. So, I'm reading it and it's a story. It's interesting. I love stories. It takes a really long time because each book, they call it books, is so dense, and it's all names and places and like words that I don't know because they're all proper nouns. And I am 25% of the way through officially, according to Goodreads, after I put in my page. But at the same time, since I did start from page 1, Old Testament, I decided to skip to New Testament every few books, and I did read I think Mark, Matthew, and Luke, and I believe John is the next book, which I am interested in reading. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to read about King Solomon because like so many times I'm reading something, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is from the Bible? I didn't know about this. Like, obviously I've heard this or that, or like this story or that name, like David and Goliath. Like, oh my gosh, I've heard of David and Goliath. I didn't know who or what he was. I'm like, Solomon. Oh, I've heard of Solomon, but I didn't realize he's David's son, and like so many other stories and things. Like so much media that I'm consuming, I'm like Percy Jackson. The other day I was watching like a recap of season 1, and I'm like, that thing is in the Bible, or like similar, you know, a lot of things, maybe not allegory, but a lot of things are like inspired by the Bible, I want to say. I'm driving through more fog. And like, I really enjoying the first book of Solomon. The second one, no, not Solomon, Samuel. The first Samuel book. I cried at the beginning of it, and I just enjoyed the narrative. Like, it was so enjoyable. Not so much Solomon 2 Solomon is what it's called. But like, okay, it's a narrative, and I love reading. But right now, I can't read any normal books. I didn't read the 1 month that we met, but I did read a lot in December, and like every time I would read a book, and I would tell him, and he would be like really excited for me. Like, he was a good book boyfriend, you know? I can't find it in my heart to read right now. So the Bible it is. And watching Minecraft videos, because I didn't, like, when we were together, I literally just never looked at my phone. And when we were apart, but you know, we were dating, I just didn't want to watch anything on my computer. Like, I didn't want to, it's not that like it took away my joy, but being with him brought me so much satisfaction in my normal day-to-day life that I didn't feel the need to fill it with media. Like, sure, I was on Instagram, like I was on social media a lot, but I wasn't like watching games or videos, you know? I wasn't doing any of that. I wasn't playing games on my phone. I wasn't doing anything. Frivolous is not the right word. I wasn't doing anything hobby related, like computer hobbies related. I was reading a lot of books. I don't know. It's like, we didn't even see each other like during the day. We would text and stuff, and I can't even tell you like what I did during the day while he was at work. My days were filled with the existence of him in my life, and that's never happened to me. Like, usually, like my past few boyfriends, like the more recent, maybe 2 or 3 boyfriends, like even when we're together, I'm like, can you like leave me alone and in this room so I can watch, you know, Minecraft videos? I didn't watch a single Minecraft video when I was dating this guy, and I had a lot to catch up on, which is great for me because I'm sad and I need to fill my hours with something. So, you know, I hate that that's the reason. But each morning I wake up. How does the song go? Each morning I wake up, I die a little. But no, each morning I wake up and I'm like, I sent you a message in my dreams. I crafted a dream. I uploaded it to God and asked him to download it into that guy's brain. I know that's not how God works, okay? I don't care. I think of this dream every day, and I just pray is not the right word. I think really, really hard and hope he receives it. And each day I'm like, you got the dream, you got my message, just call me, text me, right? And then like today I was like, it's been 20 days, come on, just reach out. Tomorrow I'm gonna be like, it's 3 weeks since we last saw each other. Okay, and at the same time, the timeline I wrote down, we met October 6th or 7th or 8th or something, and then again like 2 weeks after that, and then 3 weeks later in November we met. He came to trivia night because he wanted to meet me there. He knew I would be there, so he showed up. So he waited 3 weeks to see me in person, to gauge my interest, whether or not I wanted to get to know him. And like my interest was like non-existent. Like, But okay, why not, you know? I'm driving through fog again. Like, I can't see with the light on. I can't see without the light on. That's a little better. So if he waited 3 weeks to meet up with me again to see if I was interested, the least I can do is wait 3 weeks for him to change his mind, which is tomorrow, which I'm afraid of. At the same time, you know, it was like a month between our first meet and that time where he told me he was interested in knowing if I was interested, right? Like, I'm just gonna keep pushing back the timeline. At the same time, every single day, I'm feeling a little bit better about, like, he's not the one for me. And I might not be right for him, which is the reason that we broke up in the first place. But I'm still not ready to he's on a pedestal. I'm not ready to let that. I'm not ready to take him down. Because he did not treat me wrong a single moment in the entire time that we knew each other. And therefore, I will still be mourning this man. I am home. Thank you for listening to me talk. Good night. I could not get my steering wheel to be straight when I stopped. Okay, hi. I just went to a head spa. It was not what I expected. So they didn't have a website. They had a poster. I'll put it right here. And it wasn't what I expected. I expected the thing where they do like an analysis of your scalp. They look at it and they like say like, oh, you have, you know, like inflammation here. You have like dry here, greasy here, which I know I do. Because I've had like a lot of pimple growths in my scalp since I got back from my trip in December. And then instead what they did was which is really great, she gua sha'd my scalp. And then I think that's supposed to like promote hair growth. And also, okay, the first thing I was really peeved about was that she brushed my hair from the top. So most women know you're supposed to start brushing from the bottom to get like any of the knots and the tangles out. And then you like move your way up. Oh, my roots are so bad. Don't lock me in the attic. And she didn't do that. She just started like brushing from the top, which is like, oh no, you're gonna pull out my hairs. My hairline's been receding since like before high school. And then let's see, it's not in order of like my memory. I don't remember the order of things that were done, but like, I mean, it was amazing, it was good. But I just paid someone to wash my hair for 2 hours, and she wasn't able to style it or anything. And I know like hairdressers usually like dry your hair immediately after like washing it, but I expected a little bit of a towel dry, but she didn't, and like it's still damp in here, like you can see it. And she didn't put any hair oil. One of my questions is, if you steam your hair, are you supposed to do it before or after shampooing? And if it's after shampooing, do you put like a hair mask in and then you steam your hair? Because I know my mom has one of those like plug-in hair steamer thingies. I might ask her if I could do that. Like, there's no hair oil in my hair, so like, I feel like my hair is usually pretty shiny, but it's less shiny right now. Yeah, I don't know. I will have more thoughts after I go into the store and come back, because I'm gonna go shopping. Oh, and I feel like a dum-dum because this thing, so this is where you like lift it and drink it like a sippy cup. I didn't notice that there was a cross right here for you to stick your straw in, so I just stuck my straw in the sippy cup. I'm not the smartest. Usually I am. Maybe I'm not. Okay, I did some retail therapy. I think I have more to add. So I get there and she spends about 10 minutes setting up, and she's like, it is now 11:10, so we're gonna go for an hour, blah blah blah, and we're starting now. And then, oh, well, first she gave me this towel, one of those like towel wraps that has like the button, so then you can secure it, and like you have to take off your shirt and your like undergarments. And they gave me like they're going to have the petite Asian girl ones, and like of course I'm a petite Asian girl, but not up here. I'm a little busty. So I was like, oh, it's kind of tight. They had the waterfall thing where I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so good to have at like a really good water pressure volume. and just like have at home and just like rinse everything out. Oh, I feel like I need to put some conditioner in my hair. And then she did a lot of, yeah, she popped a lot of like my pimples, and she wasn't careful about it. Like she was careful, but like not, she didn't like notice it or something until I said something. And then they did like a massage here, I think it's called the décolletage, and like the shoulder area, and then the arms. I just so you know, everybody, massaging this part right here, the soft part right here, like, I don't know if you can see, it feels so good. So everybody should like just do this and like massage that part of themselves. It's amazing, and you didn't realize it's like above your pecs, I guess. You don't realize it's okay. So here's your armpit, and then it's like in a little bit, this area right here. You don't realize until like you massage it, like, or like knead it a little, that it's tight. There's tension there. So recommend. Oh my gosh, my hair color, I need to look at that growth. What else? Why are my eyes so shiny? And she gave me like a steam eye mask, one of those like ones that are disposable, but I don't know, maybe she opened it too early, or maybe it was an old one. It didn't heat up at all, and like I have them at home, so I was a little bit disappointed because they're so comforting, especially if you don't have enough sleep and you're just like, ooh, warm toasty on my eyeballs. I am wondering whether having like longer hair and like thicker hair, it like adds more time, and that's why it took almost 2 hours for her to do my service. And I'm also wondering, oh my gosh, I think we used like 3 gallons of water, and I feel so bad because usually when I'm at home, like they did turn off the water, but like with all the rinsing and stuff, it sounded like she was using so much water. I don't think I will be going back to this place to get it done, but I did see that there were 2 other locations like right nearby that I could try it as well, but they probably cost more, which is fine. I just want to try it. I do want like the scalp analysis, especially because I have like pimples in my hair, and then my hair gets greasy after like a few days, even though my scalp is dry. So like I definitely think I'm stripping my scalp of its oils too much, so I have to like, I try, but I have to use less hot water, and like the rest of my hair is healthy. It's just the scalp that's kind of like messy. Ooh, that girl's like biting her nails and she touched the shopping cart. Anyway, go pamper yourselves. First time getting these, and I have definitely been influenced. I got 2 mini purses, and I know plastic waste, blah blah blah, but it's my first time. So I got it's called the Make It Mini Nature Set, and I liked all of the options. Now I'm looking at this right now, and I'm like, is that the one I'm getting? Because I thought they were mystery, so I really don't know. And then I also got the Lord of the Rings set because it's the 25th anniversary, and the movie just came out in theaters for the first time, extended edition. I watched the first one. I need to watch the second and third one. I might just buy it online right now so I can watch it because I don't have HBO anymore. And I'm like, do I get Sting or is it a mystery? Because I thought it was mystery. Because they're like sealed like it's a mystery. And I'm probably gonna make it like later. I do have wax paper so I don't get any on my surfaces. And I'm just opening it right now so we can see. Okay, I'm glad I haven't put my fake nails on yet because this would damage it. This is not opening how I thought it would. It's perforated like this. What is happening? Is it not perforating all the way? What the heck? Why is it ripping this? There we go. Okay. I think this is recyclable. And then there's another one. Why? I mean, for security, but like, why? This is the worst. Why is it ripping like that? It's literally perforated right there. This is like cheap plastic, which is good, I think, for recycling purposes, but not for opening purposes. Like, what is that? It's just band of plastic is still there. It's just not good. I've never opened one of these. Do we just open? Twist? Something's popping. Oh! Okay. Oh, it's wrapped up in like a newspaper print thing. Oh, there's a rubber band. I could use that for something. I got... Oh, poop. I got corn. I gotta say, that's my least favorite one out of all of them. I mean, I could have gotten flowers or like a bonsai tree or lemons or peppers or 2 little cute stone pots, but I got corn. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Okay. The corn comes out. Oh. So I can take the corn out and put it in the basket. Or stick the corn back in. It's rubbery. And there is, what is happening? Whatever these 2 handles are for. And a little trowel. And potting mix. It's for corn. Wait. Won't this like make a mess? Like if I knock it over, won't it make a mess? Wait, I'm jealous. The pepper one shows that if it's in the sun, change colors. Okay, it says that these 2 are for the display. Oh, wait. You display it in there. It doesn't fit. It's literally too tall. This is really disappointing. Probably going to donate that. And I think there's a hole in my potting mix because there's like brown dirt specks on my desk now. I'm gonna open the Lord of the Rings one. I don't think it could be a disappointment because, I mean, you get like the weapons and stuff, right? What would make it a disappointment? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. What could I get that would be disappointing? Maybe the One Ring? The only time I don't want the One Ring. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I have to rip that off? No, I don't want to rip that off. That is so pretty. Aww. That is so cool. Okay, this is, it's not a twist. You just like squeeze it or something, it pops open. This is scary. I'm nervous. Okay, there's like a weird pipette thing. Is this a hint of what I was supposed to get? There's weird like stringies. So these are orcs, right? Ew. Oh, the string is coming out of here. Oof, that's gross. Okay, there's a... What do you call these things? Anvil. I don't... There's a hole in the back. What the heck is this? Urkai sword is what I received. Out of all of them, that is the worst. sting is definitely the coolest. What are the hairs for? It's for vibes. It does say recommended to use gloves for resin, so that's good.